Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is day 2 of our June 2022 release, and I have 2 cute projects to share. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's brand new Octagon Dies farm add-ons, along with their farm fence dies, their Heart Ewe stamp set, their word bubble dies, and our Octagon Treat dies. I forgot to show you those. So I went ahead and I pre-put together these items. Those will all be done in our release and review video that I have every Friday. So because this paper, I don't even know where I got this paper, but it has this, it's kind of furry, was perfect for a lamb. And because it's quite see-through, I'm adding on some beige cardstock onto the background. It's also going to be peeking above my card design. So I just wanted to make sure it was sturdy. There we go. So I am grabbing a piece of white paper tray ink cardstock, and I'm going to stamp a sentiment. Thank you. And that is from our Heart Ewe stamp set. There we go. And I'm going to stamp that onto our little this paper tray ink white piece of cardstock. I'm using my Misty VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. There we go. All my die cutting today was done with my Gemini as per usual, working on a Stampin' Up! Mat as per usual. There we go. So thank you, which is kind of cute. I'm going to cut that out with our word bubble die. And I will tape it in place with my highlighter tape and run that through my Gemini machine. Now, my card base is made out of Aqua Mist paper tray ink cardstock. And that is a horizontal A2 size card. So 5.5 by 8 and 8.5 scored at 4.25 for a horizontal A2 size card. So I went ahead and I cut a piece of beige cardstock that kind of matched the furry cardstock. And I cut the piece for the head again. And I'm putting it towards the bottom of my card design because this is going to be the sheep's body. There we go. And then I'm going to add that little piece that I cut off. I'm going to add that. It doesn't really show too much. I'll add that with my art glitter glue. There we go. And I'll stick that down onto my Aqua Mist paper from Paper Tray Ink. Now I'm just going to double up on that little sentiment. That's another layer of paper tray ink white cardstock, and then I will pop that underneath an acrylic block. And I did go ahead and I cut out that fence in dark chocolate paper tray ink cardstock, and then I cut it out again using Doodlebugs down on the farm 6-inch pad. But like I said, that will be put together on the release and review video that I always have on the day of the release. So you can watch that if you'd like to, but it's super easy. And I just sort of offset it because I kind of want a bit of a shadow, but I also wanted it to be sturdy. So now I'm going to pop my little sheep head on the little sheep body that I made out of the head fluff, for a better word, I can't think of it, but there we go. The little face of the lamb is cut from what is that? American Crafts gray cardstock. And I'm just using my ATG tape, and I'm just going to tape my little fence in front of my little lamb. Isn't he cute? Just too darn cute. He's got little cheeks that I made with EK Success chalk and some Secure White Jelly Roll pen for little freckles and highlights. So now I'm cutting off the overhang of the fence with a pair of scissors. So easy stuff. And then I'm going to use the ear pieces, and I cut out 2 pieces of gray, and that's going to be like his little hands that he's like kind of peeking over the fence with. It's kind of fun, right? It's the perfect shape for little hands. Even though, you know, sheep don't really have little hands, but let's pretend they do. Kind of looks like little mittens. It's just too darn cute. I'm popping that up with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. There we go. I did ink around that fence with some ground espresso distress ink. There we are. Now I'm going to pop up my sentiment with some what's it called? Some foam tape. I'm having a brain fart there with what the heck that's called. 3M foam tape. I was going to say 3G, like Wi-Fi. I don't know what I was thinking, but 3M foam tape. And then I will pop that onto the front of the card. And it just says, thank you. We can all use more thank you cards, right? There we go. Isn't that cute? I'll pop an acrylic block on there. On the inside, I'm just adding a cheapo piece of white paper. I think it's Nina Solar Crest 65 pound. Just cut at 4 by 5¼ inches. And then I'm going to add a strip of paper from down on the farm, just a 1-inch strip to the bottom of my inside of my card there, just to add a little bit of, you know, decorative appeal to the inside of my card. And then that's that. Like easy stuff, right? Isn't that cute? Just too cute. And then I'm going to add a little bit of secure white jelly roll pen on the top of his little hands. There we go. Isn't he cute? Oh, I think he turned out super cute. There we go. Adorable stuff. So now I'm going to make another card. I'm using the Octagon, what's it called? Octagon Dies Farm Add-ons. I'm using the Octagon Treat dies. That's our border die there. And I did put together the little chicken and the little barn. I don't know, I'm having trouble finding my words today. And the little barn, I put those together on the release and review. So I cut the little wings in blue again to match my background because they're going to be hanging over the edge of my card, and I don't want, like, I want them to be strong, and I also don't want it to be all blue from the back, if you get what I mean. So now I'm taking a piece of Doodlebug Citrus Dot Stripe, that's the 12-inch, and that is a 5 by 7-inch card. So 10 by 7 inches, scored at 5 inches, so you've got a 5 by 7-inch card. And now I'm using my little cute little rooster and hen from the farm scenes, along with the nice little wheat, the little pieces of wheat, and those will be added to my scene as well. And that's from the farm scene dies. There we go. So I'm going to stamp a sentiment onto that Doodlebug green, you know, green pattern paper, Citrus Dot Stripe it's called. And the sentiment says, cock-a-doodle-doo, happy birthday to you, which is just a little, you know, kind of fun. For someone, Claire Nocturne ink in the lower left-hand corner. And like I said, that hill was cut with the border dies too. So I'm going to add that to my card base. You can see it's a lot of boo-boos on the back of that one, which is just fine. And then I will trim off the overhang. So there we are. I don't really make a lot of 5 by 7-inch cards, but I wanted to use that chicken and the barn, and I needed, like, there just wasn't enough room. So, you know, that's why I decided to make a 5 by 7-inch card. And that was done on Aqua Mist cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. There we go. So I'm going to quickly add my little barn first. Everything will be listed on my blog that I used to create this. There we go. And then I'm going to tuck in the wheat. The wheat was cut out of just some yellow cardstock from American Crafts, and I did use some Scattered Straw Distress ink around the edges, just, you know, for a little bit of dimension. The same cardstock was used for the little hayloft there on my little image. So these adorable images can be used on our Octagon Treat dies to make little Octagon Treat boxes, which is, you know, what they're for. But you could make, you know, as you can see, you could make cards too, which is lots of fun. So I'm just trying to come up with a pleasing design. And I'm just sticking everything down with my art glitter glue there. Now, like I said, all my die cutting today was done with my Gemini machine. So isn't that cute? Oh, so cute. So I'm going to pop him up with 3M foam tape. Like I said, there we go. Isn't he cute? Oh, just so cute. Kind of like a light brown American Crafts cardstock that I used on that hen. Along with my favorite red, right? Which is Pure Poppy from Paper Tray Ink. I love that. Isn't that cute? Oh, he's so cute. Now I'm going to pull out the Hens and Chicks shape sprinkles from Doodlebug. And I'm going to add a little chick in my hayloft, of course, because why not? Isn't that cute? And I'm going to add the little rooster. That is from the farm scene dies. Isn't that cute? I'm just going to add him to one side. And then I'm going to pull in another one on the other side in a minute here. I just got to figure out what I'm doing. I'm going to trim off some more of that wheat. And then I will add that on to the card. I just think this is so cute and a great way to use these dies other than the obvious, you know, little treat boxes, right? Although you could easily use these for like little gift tags. You could decorate a bag. You could do whatever you want with these. You know, you can cut up pieces for your kids to make little critters. They'd love that. There we go. So now I'm going to add a piece of cardstock to the inside. This is just some cheapo Nina white Solar Crest 65-pound cardstock. I'm adding a 1.5-inch strip of that same paper from Down on the Farm from Doodlebug. I'm just going to add that to the bottom. I will trim off the edge. This is a 1/2 inch smaller than the 5x7-inch card. So it has a nice thick border. And I'm just going to stick that to the inside with my ATG tape. There we go. Pop that down in place. Isn't that cute? I just think these are so cute. I just love it. There we go. And there is my adorable little card. Now I'm going to add that chicken on the left. Isn't that cute? Oh, so cute. I just love them. And I will add this piece of my last piece of wheat to the inside. Just, I have an extra one. Why not, right? And I'm using my art glitter glue. Must have been jammed up there. So we'll just add a little bit of art glitter glue to my piece of wheat, and then I will put it on the left-hand side, or the right-hand side of my card, and I'll weight that down. And that is also, thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog. Be inspired. Everybody rocked it. Hop on over to the Jaded Blossom store to get your hands on the Gotta Have It Now, only available till Wednesday. And come back tomorrow. I'll have some new products to share with you. Bye, everyone.